What's good, ninjas? OJ over here from PlayerEssence, and welcome to the PE Nintendo Switch news segment. Today we've got some great information for you, so let's go in and jump right into it. So, Super Mario Run will finally be launching on the Android on March 23rd. Finally. So, it's been a very long wait, especially since this game launched on the iOS back in December 15th, but unfortunately, Nintendo, I do not care anymore about this game because I have my Nintendo Switch, been playing Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. There's tons of smaller games like Blaster Master Zero, Fast RMX, Shovel Knight. There are so many other games to play. I don't feel like spending $9.99 on your game when I can spend $9.99 on Blaster Master Zero like I did, or I can put a little bit more of that towards Shovel Knight, or I can buy other games that are on the eShop on the Nintendo Switch. Heck, Metal Slug, still need to pick up that for $7.99. So unfortunately, will not be buying this game, but at the same time, it's cool for those who want to play. And remember, these Android games, these iOS games, they're really to expand the franchises, get it out there for more people just to see for a marketing tool. Yes, they're trying to make money, and obviously they're going to. They made a good amount of money on iOS, but at the same time, for us core gamers who out there buying the Nintendo Switch, buying the games, this isn't necessarily 100% for us anyways. So, what do you guys think about this? Are you going to be picking it up? Or are you just going to go through the free trial? Let me know in the comment section below. Alright, and moving on to the next story here. Developers actually only need to submit one version of the game on Nintendo Switch for the entire world. So this is something that is very cool that Nintendo didn't do beforehand, which was thorn in the side for a lot of developers who want to submit their games for multiple regions. You have to do multiple forms of submission. So the region-free nature of the Nintendo Switch has basically eliminated all of this. Image and Form revealed in a Reddit AMA that the team is only required to submit one version of the game for the entire world, with this being a major improvement over the Wii U and 3DS, like I've said. So Image and Form had this to say. This is coming from the community manager. Quote, "Now that Nintendo has embraced region-free publishing, we save lots of time since we only need to submit one version of the game for the entire world instead of multiple versions to cover all regions. It saves us months of paperwork." So that is actually really good. Once again, the Nintendo Switch proving to be a system that can be easily developed on, but also easily getting your games out there for submission, process, lot check, so you can get it out there and start making money on your game. So really cool stuff there, and you're seeing with a lot of the indie developers how their games are being submitted faster. We're getting far more indie games and probably better quality indie games at this point with the Nintendo Switch than Wii U. I mean, that is just apparent by based all of the stuff that Nintendo showed off. Not only that, but Runner 3 being exclusive, obviously there's something there with the hardware, with what Nintendo's doing with the submissions, that entice them to really put that, at least for now, as an exclusive, because Runner sold well across various platforms from PC, PS4, all that. Wii U was still one of the highest sellers, but at the same time, it's interesting that they made that decision, and I think that is really cool, and it just shows that this process is so much better for developers out there. So hopefully it continues. I think Nintendo did a good job with this whole region-free thing. I was able to download a lot of the demos for Puyo Puyo Tetris and Dragon Quest Heroes, no problem at all. And I think region free is great for everyone, people who travel and everything, and there's no issues. You're still seeing people buy games. There's not any problems at all, Nintendo. I don't know why Nintendo took away region free from the Nintendo DS going to the 3DS and never made their other home consoles region free. It should have just been like that from the beginning, because it's just better for everyone when it comes to the developers and when it comes to gamers out there. Alright, and lastly, we're going to get into some Sonic Forces news. So there will be side characters that are present in the game, however they will not be playable. The only characters playable are the classic Sonic and the modern Sonic. So the first gameplay video for Sonic Forces issued this week offered about 30 seconds of footage from one of the game's levels. Game Informer was actually given an extended look, so you can check it out when you get the opportunity, as far as in the description below if you want to read everything. But the site says that the characters from the Sonic series will be present, but they won't be playable. In the first stage, Sega has shown off. You'll hear side characters such as Knuckles, Amy, and members of the Chaotix communicate with Sonic via radio. They'll basically be reporting on what they've seen during the assault. The other notable detail from Game Informer's preview is that at one point in the stage, Sonic lands on a platform and the camera shifts to a side perspective to deliver the modern gameplay with a side-scrolling twist that we've seen in prior games. Keep in mind that this is separate from the classic Sonic levels. So the modern Sonic levels will actually switch over to a 2D phase and then back to 3D. So it's going to be kind of dynamic when it comes to the modern Sonic, and I think that's really cool. I actually really like modern Sonic levels mixed in with the 2D, but once again, I'm trying to just make sure I keep everything leveled here. It seems like this team, they're working really hard in order to make this game run well, make this game be good, and I think that they know that they really need to come out strong with their first PS4, Xbox One, and Switch Sonic game. You have to set a good foot, because with the Wii U, the whole Sonic Boom thing, that went horribly wrong, and they really haven't released any games, new ones, on PS4 and Xbox One when it comes to new Sonic titles. There hasn't been anything at this point, so they really need to recover from that. We have Sonic Mania being delayed till summer, but we already know that's going to be a pretty quality game based on what we've seen, but this is the one that we really need to see if Sonic's going to be back when it comes to modern, new 3D Sonic mixed in with 2D. So if they're building off of generations and colors like they say that they're going to do, then definitely this should be an 80+ rated game. That's what I want to see. I want to see this Sonic game get at least 80+ rated. Not that reviews matter 100% or anything, but it would just be good just to see that the general consensus out there that the game is better than what we've seen before. Needing to enhance the gameplay. Let's see if it can be better. So that's what I'm hoping for this Sonic game. And I think that based on who they said is developing it and based on what we've seen so far, we still need to wait. The jury's out there, but they are going in the right direction, it seems. Alright guys, that wraps it up for this video here. Go ahead and hit that like button if you did like it. Let me know you guys want more content like this going forward in the future. And subscribe to PlayerEssence for the latest news, reviews, discussions, and more. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you then just for the next video. Peace.